Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico. And today you are getting me slightly disheveled, messy hair, turmeric and honey mask, crooked glasses. Nico, a lot of y'all was making comments about my glasses. And what I want to say to that is these are my at-home glasses. Unless I'm at the gym or the grocery store, you will not see me in public with these glasses. So I need y'all to stop dragging me. I've been having these since like high school, and I'm starting to save up for LASIK because I'm just tired of glasses and contacts. Point is, stop bringing up the glasses. I know they're crooked, they're broken, they're old, okay? We don't need to rehash it. But segueing from that, so you know I'm not just raggedy, I also walk New York Fashion Week. Nico, I was a runway model for like high fashion. I'll insert the images in the video like up here. Unfortunately, I didn't get like a video of me walking in. I got a video of the final walk out of all the models, and you'll see me in that lineup. But essentially, I walk New York Fashion Week. I'm a I'm a runway model now. I also just got done with a photo shoot recently for a company collaboration. So big moves are being made in New York City. I'm glad that I'm making so much progress in the short time that I've actually been stationed here, but hopefully we're going to continue for growth and expansion. Also, thank you for everybody who's subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 23K, I believe. I'll double check, but I believe it's 23K. But once again, thank you all for the continued support, viewership, and thank you especially to those on Patreon and my other site that I'm also on. Shout out to the Discord community too. But moving forward to the actual story. Today, we are here to talk about Georgia. And not Atlanta, Georgia. And that's the funny part. Also, shout out to Atlanta for showing me love. We're actually talking about someplace called East Point. Basically, I will paint the picture. 5 older gentlemen were trying to set up a super happy adult fun time situation at the park. Nico, bussing and gutting and nutting and yeah, all that ends, you know. So what they did not know was that there was an undercover cop in a sting operation. Nico, he needed to catch these nefarious criminals at work. So he infiltrated the super happy adult fun time situation and basically got them all put on the sex offender registry. Nico, I warn y'all about this every time. Every time I discuss these conversations, every time I discuss public play, because I'm at the point where I'm just like, as long as y'all are not trying to get caught, if y'all are not somewhere where kids are, if you want to go deep into the forest and hunch on each other, go for it. But y'all are busting and nutting and sucking on top of picnic tables where families come and eat at family functions, where kids are running around playing leaving DNA. That's the part I don't agree with. And in this situation, when it's being discussed online, gay people are more upset that people are sharing the mugshots because it's stigmatizing us. And the logical response to that was, why are you more upset at people talking about the story when it's already on Facebook and the news, rather than the people bussing and nutting and sucking on top of picnic tables at the park where people eat their food at family functions? And then suddenly it's crickets. You can't properly defend this. The only person that I agreed with until they made like an ageist comment, but even then it was logical. He was like, all of this could have been avoided, but now 5 grandpas are on the sex offender registry because y'all couldn't just tug at home and you had to go to somebody's park and basically glaze the table down. Like, I don't get it. And people were commenting, was the grandpa comment necessary? And how are they grandpas? I see 1 grandpa, 1 youngin, and 2 men in their prime. And he was like, are we looking at the same pictures? Because let me tell you, people are like, how could you call someone in their 30s to 40s grandparents? You understand that there are grandpas and grandmas at 30 and 40, right? Like, that's my thing. Is like, let's give it the generous of, you have a kid when you're 18, and then your kid has a kid when they're 18. Baby, that's 36. Like 30 to 40, it is okay to be called a grandpa. I'd say later 30s and 40s, it's okay to be called grandpa, just because biologically speaking, you are most likely to be a grandpa around that age. Unless your kids were, smart. I come from a place where people be having kids young. But moving forward, because I had to address that while talking about the comment, because I also liked it, but I didn't really care for like the dismissive comment of grandpa. But anyways, moving forward, I don't understand why y'all are more upset about people talking about this story rather than this being a wide open secret. Because if the police know enough about your situation to set up a sting operation, baby, it's not like you were being secretive. It's not like you were being like smooth about it. You were basically broadcasting it. And that's the thing. We see these clips online all the time, meaning people are actively putting it on the internet for others to see. And then you're surprised when somebody pops up and gets you on the list. Like, it's kind of like tattling on yourself. If you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, why would you record and or post it? I don't get it. But I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. Do you feel sorry for the 5 older gentlemen that were basically caught during their super happy adult fun time party at the park picnic area because they're now sex offenders? Like I always warn y'all, it will happen, Or are you a part of the group that feels like we shouldn't be talking about this and we shouldn't be addressing this because showing that some of the people within our community are doing these things is an overall bad look on us, even though it's an open secret and we all know it's happening? Because my views on cruising culture in 2023, it's not necessarily needed. We have apps, we have a more open environment. I understand if you're in like a homophobic area or if you're in like a homophobic country, but if you're in an area where you can easily just log onto an app and set up a group thing, if you are in an area where you can easily log onto a website and set up a hookup, I don't understand the point of putting yourself in danger and risking it all to have a quick interaction inside of a park picnic area. But on that note, I definitely want to hear your opinions down below, and I'm going to leave because New York is New Yorking right now, and the horns honking are distracting me. So I will talk to you guys later. Boom. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, Terrell and Darius S. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you everyone who supports the channel on all platforms. I genuinely appreciate it. And this week's live stream conversation for the podcast will be social media relationships. I'm finally back home and can record again, so if that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.